Hey guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Today we are making this cute little bag out of designer series paper. This is similar to a bag that I made last Thursday on my iStampin Live video, but it's a little bit larger, and it's also using the brand new Glimmer paper that was released yesterday as one of the new releases for Celebration. So let's get started. All right, the first thing that you're going to want to do is to get a piece of designer series paper. This measures 12 by 6, so you will be able to get 2 bags. You'll be able to create 2 bags out of one piece of designer series paper. I do have a tip. I want to show you the bag that when I was making my sample. This is really the designer series paper I wanted to show you. This is the Carried Away. This is another one of our free celebration items that you can choose. But because this bag has a flap, you are not able to use a pattern paper that has a true top and bottom. You need to find a piece of pattern paper that, however you put the bag together, the design is going to be fine. So you can see here that when I fold the flaps down, the flowers are going to be they're going to look correct regardless of which way I fold it. So unfortunately, using this paper did not work out because you can see here that my balloons are upside down. Get out your Simply Scored scoring tool, and we're going to do some scoring. All right, so let's go ahead and place the paper in landscape mode, and we are going to score this at 4 1/4. And when you score designer series paper, really be gentle with your when you score, because you don't want to puncture the paper. The next is going to be 5 3/4. Then we're going to score it at 10 and then 11 1/2. All right, and then let's turn it portrait, and we will score at 3 1/4 and 4 1/2. Okay, and so we're done with our scoring. Now you'll want to get out your bone folder. We're going to fold and burnish all the edges. So this is the top flap, this 3/4 inch strip, so we can fold that backwards. And then all the other score marks, we will want to have the stripe facing forward. And of course you can choose your pattern the way you want it to go. I just thought this was really cute. I like the stripes showing with the floral pattern just being the complementary, the accent color. That one I could have. And this is a great bag to use for gifts. I don't know about you, but I never seem to have gift bags, and if I do, I go to Hallmark and I'm just blown away by how much they cost, and I'm like, I can make my own gift bags. So I'm going to start having some gift bags on hand so that when I need them, they'll already be done. All right, so next we need to do some trimming. So you have this little small rectangle right here, so let's go ahead and cut that off. And what I like to do is just to angle that, which just makes it folding a little bit easier. And then all of the score marks that go up to that 1 1/2 inch line, you're just going to cut straight up. This is going to be the bottom of the bag, and this makes the flaps to close the bag. Super easy, and it's nice, like I said earlier, that it only takes one piece of paper. Okay, you can use fast fuse tear and tape just for demonstration purposes. I'm going to go ahead and use my snail. So the first thing that you want to do is just to run snail all along the top, this little 3/4 inch strip, and just fold that over, and that's going to make the top of our bag. Okay, and then now what you're going to want to do is to put snail all on this little tab. So I run it 2 times, and then I just fold this over, And then I'm just going to match that up, making sure that the top and the bottom line up. And just really press that down nice, okay? And then like I said, this makes the bottom. So you'll want to determine your front. Okay, so this is the back, this is the front. So I want to make sure that the flap is going this way. Yeah, because I want the flap to go to fold to the back. Okay, so let's go ahead and I like to close the bag. I find this easy. So I just bring these two top flaps backwards, if I can get it. I like to tuck this one underneath, and then I know that I'm just going to put snail right here. And this is a fairly wide flap, so go ahead and do about 3 strips of adhesive, and that should give you a really nice, good supported bottom. So just fold those in nicely and make sure that everything lines up, and then go ahead and fold this down. And then you can take your bone folder and, you know, just poke that, make sure this is actually wide enough that you can stick your hand in there. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is to work on our handles. Now you can eyeball this. I'm not that good at eyeballing, so I'm usually not really anal, but because it is a gift bag, I want my holes to be lined up as straight as possible. So I've got this really neat ruler that one of my customers gave me. It's so nice. So what I want to do is I want to poke a hole about 3/4 of an inch on each side. So I'm just using this little ruler here, and I'm just going to put a little dot where 3/4 of an inch is. Oh, let's have it going the right way. I was like, that doesn't look right. Okay, so right there. I'm going to move it over here, and then I'll repeat this on the other side. And if you're curious about this ruler, this is from EK Success. Okay, next I've got my 1/8 inch handheld circle punch, and I'm just going to punch where I made those marks. And let's keep our fingers crossed that the holes will line up. Okay. Not too bad. This side's a little on the good side, it's on the back. The front's pretty even, the back's a little wonky. Okay, next you're going to get about 11 inches of ribbon, and I've got 2 strips of ribbon because we're going to create 2 handles. This ribbon is from the Succulent Garden ribbon combo pack. It comes in Whisper White, and then the other color is Sweet Sugar Plum. It's wonderful. I love this cotton ribbon. And I'm going to give you a little tip. I like to take my scissors and just cut this at an angle so I can use that little tip to feed into that hole. So you'll just feed that in there, and then just knot it. Okay, and then I just give that a clean cut. And then you will just do the exact same thing on the left side, but you just want to make sure that your ribbon is going, going the right way when you want to do the handle. So I kind of like visualize the handle to make sure that I'm feeding the ribbon in the right way. Again, I'm just going to cut that. And then you'll just repeat this on the other side. Okay, so there's one of our handles. So let me just do the exact same thing on this side, and then we'll start we'll finish off the bag with our stamping. All right, so there's our 2 handles. The next thing we're going to do is our stamping. I am using the Everyday Tags stamp set. You can find this in our Occasions catalog. I'm going to be using the Enjoy word right there, and I'm going to use Bermuda Bay. So this is a very simple tone-on-tone project. So I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is just a scrap. It looks like it measures about 2.5 by 3. That should be plenty big. And then I've just got some of the Bermuda Bay Glimmer paper, and like I said, this is one of the new additions to the Celebration catalog. So for every $50 that you spend before tax and shipping, you can actually pick this pack up through the end of March, and I thought I would just show you the pack. So it's a 6x6 Glimmer paper assortment pack. There are 12 sheets, and the 3 colors are Bermuda Bay, Sweet Sugar Plum, and then mint macaron. So you can see those, and my goodness, they are just so glittery. And hopefully y'all saw my exclusive newsletter that went out. Actually, it went out today. It was supposed to go out yesterday, but the project was beautiful. I had so much fun, and I used the Sweet Sugar Plum Glimmer paper. All right, so I've got the Enjoy already on the block, so we're just going to ink that up in Bermuda Bay and just stamp that right here on our Whisper White cardstock. Okay, and that's just going to go right here in the center. And Bermuda Bay needs to be inked up, my ink pad. Now I'm going to use the stitched shaped framelits along with the layering oval framelits. I'm using the scalloped framelits. You're going to use the largest oval and the largest scallop for this, so that's super easy. So we can just grab both of those, and we're going to die cut this using the Big Shot. All right, so let's just put our magnetic platform. We got 1 acrylic plate. Let's go ahead and put the glimmer paper with the scallop right there, scallop oval, and then let's go ahead and put the Enjoy and line this up where it's even. Let me do it this way on both sides. I think that looks good. And then let's put our top plate on there, that through the Big Shot. Okay, so let's go ahead and take those out. So that's what we have. And I'm going to use tear and tape adhesive on the back of the stamped oval. I just find this is a really nice adhesive for the glimmer paper. Gives it a good hold. And I'm able to reposition it if I didn't get the scallops all lined up. I think that's good. Okay, so let's bring our little scallops or oval in, and you just want to make sure that your scallops are even all the way around. And like I said with this tear and tape, if you don't press too hard, you can lift it up and reposition it and not ruin your project, which is really nice. Okay, so that looks good. So let's bring our bag back in and making sure that we have the front. And I'm just going to pop this scallops oval on dimensionals, and the project will be all done. So it's super fast and super easy. And y'all don't forget, tomorrow is my iStampin' Live. So every Thursday I do Facebook Live on my iStampin' page. So I will link, that will be in the description notes on how to head on over to my Facebook page if you don't currently like it. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a class. So we're going to be making 4 cards and matching envelopes, and the the product suite that I'm going to be featuring is the Cool Treats stamp set and the Tasty Treats Specialty Designer Series paper. So the great thing about it is there'll be a hostess code, and if you purchase $50 before tax and shipping, you will get all of the paper consumables to make the project tomorrow. So I would love for you to join me. So again, that's tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern Time AM. And I have the times, so if you're in different time zones, you'll be able to figure that out. All right, guys, well, I hope you liked today's project. Look how sweet that is. Like I said, that fits like a really nice little gift. So perfect for any holiday. So if you like today's project, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you head on over to my blog, istampin.com, and sign up for the exclusive newsletter, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel if you don't already. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Bye.